And we welcome you to the Raleigh County Convention Center this afternoon. This evening, Video Productions presents the River State Conference Men's College Basketball. It's the Midway Kentucky Eagles taking on the WVU Tech Golden Bears. Hello again, everybody. I'm Maris Lowry. Bill O'Brien will join me shortly. The heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, on hand, producing and directing. Jackie Moon on camera. We think we're in for a very good basketball game. Bill is across the way getting information on the Midway Eagles, and we'll have that information as soon as Bill returns here to courtside. I can't tell you that Tech is at 11-4 overall, 2-2 in league play. Tech is 4-0 in this building, 5-0 on a neutral court, and that does include the win back before Christmas at their practice facility at Van Meter Gym, and they're 2-4 on the road. So 11-4 Tech taking on the Eagles of Midway. Midway, Kentucky is about halfway between Louisville and Lexington, a little more than 4 hours to the trip here to the Raleigh County Convention Center to take on Beckley. This is here in Beckley to take on WVU Tech, in Beckley where Tech is located. This is the first of two games here this evening on Video Productions. The second game will be a women's game between these same two schools, between the Lady Golden Bears of Tech and Midway, and that game will tip at 7:30 as we're getting ready to tip this one here at the bottom of the hour at 5:30. Both teams going through their warm-ups, and we'll get you ready for the tip at the bottom of the hour between the Midway Eagles and the Golden Bears of WVU Tech. We'll take our first break as you are watching live streaming coverage of NAIA college basketball here on Video Productions.
Wes, why'd we settle on skydiving?
Well, it's fall, and we're falling. I thought we could do a commercial about falling prices. Get it?
I guess. Where's your chute?
I knew I forgot something. Later.
During Truck Month, get invoice pricing on all 1,500 Sierras and Yukons, or ask about discounts up to $9,000 with no payments till next year.
Hey, I can see my house.
GMC, we are professional grade.
Life doesn't wait, so neither should your care. Whether it's a cough, fever, or stomach bug, Access Plus is here for those urgent moments.
From bumps and bruises to stitches and even x-rays, we've got you covered with extended hours and walk-in care for the whole family.
You do not have to be an Access Health patient to be seen. No appointments, no hassle, just quality care when you need it.
Access Health, where care meets community.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With Compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by West Virginia Orthopedic and Trauma and Dr. John Tabbitt. Whether you're in a car accident or you had a sports-related injury, Dr. Tabbitt and his staff will get you right back on your feet in a hurry. They're located on Woodcast Drive in Beckley. Also, the game tonight brought to you in part by Exit Elevation Realty, and Luke Richmond is the broker, 304-256-0101. You can check them out at wvexitelevation.com. Once again, it's the Midway Eagles taking on the Golden Bears of Tech. The first of two games we'll have a women's game of these same two schools to follow it. This is a busy week as we get into this portion of the year of our basketball schedule. Coming up on Thursday, we'll have a classic boys basketball game. It'll be the Beckley Flying Eagles taking on Shady. That game will tip at 7:30. We'll be on the air at 7:05. On Friday night, we'll have a girls game. It'll be the Wayne Pioneers taking on the Lady Flying Eagles of Beckley at the gym at Woodrow Wilson High School in Beckley. That's also 7:30 tip. It's the first time the two teams have ever played in girls basketball. And then on Saturday, the 18th, we will have a boys game right here at the Raleigh County Convention Center. It'll be Greenbrier East in Beckley. Well, you know, Bill was the former mayor of Beckley, and he's shaking hands like he's still running for mayor. If I can ever get him back, we'll have him to sit in, and he went over to get all the information of the Midway Eagles, but I'm not sure he realizes that we are on the air. Now he's talking to the officials. Maybe we can get Bill. And we're waiting for Bill to come so we can get some information. And Bill, when we get your headsets. And we'll put Bill on as got the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins. And let's see if we can get Bill on. And now Bill's putting on his headset. You know, Bill, I said that when we first came on the air about 5-6 minutes ago, I said I sent you out to get information, and I thought you went to the witness protection program because you never came back.
That's right.
And then on your way back, you was stopping to shake hands with everybody along the way. I said, you've already been the mayor.
Well,
you don't need to be the mayor again. So even me and the heavy hitter, Nick Eskins, we were getting a crack out of that. We said, we lost Bill. He left, and he's never coming back.
Let me tell you, I did not realize we were, time got away from me. Let's put it that way.
You know, it's funny because I told Nick, I said I was kidding. I said I'm sure that the time got away from Bill and he did not realize that we were on the air. So I tell you what, we're going to take a break. We're going to let Bill collect his thoughts, collect all the stuff that he went and got, and then we'll have more information to tell you about the Midway Eagles when we return here on Video Productions.
Wes, why'd we settle on skydiving?
Well, it's fall, and we're falling. I thought we could do a commercial about falling prices. Get it?
I guess. Where's your chute?
I knew I forgot something. Later.
During Truck Month, get invoice pricing on all 1,500 Sierras and Yukons, or ask about discounts up to $9,000 with no payments till next year.
Hey, I can see my house.
GMC, we are professional grade.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Hi, I'm Leanna Burnett with Window World of Beckley. Are you dealing with those cold winter drafts through your windows? Is it causing your energy bills to rise? If you answered yes, Window World can help. Instead of dealing with those old drafty windows another year, call Window World of Beckley today. Yes, we work all year. Our windows are Energy Star efficient and designed to resist extreme weather. Make the smart investment with our no interest for 15 months. Call Window World of Beckley today.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. The ball game here this evening between the Midway Eagles and the WU Golden Bear Tech is brought to you in part by Allstate Insurance. You're in good hands with Allstate, and you're in good hands with Lori Richmond as your agent. I happen to go by her office today. She takes great care of me. She'll take great care of you, and you can dial her up there at 304-252-8646. Also, the broadcast brought to you in part by Modley's Plumbing and Heating. Modley's, you never know when you need a plumber till you need a plumber, and then Modley's is the number to call, 304-253-HELP. So we have now rescued Bill O'Brien from the Witness Protection Program. You've now made it back to courtside. Bill, what do you got for us?
You know, Maris, I was in Charleston for the middle part of today. My former sidekick, Brian Helton, is now a state senator, and he asked me to MC his investiture.
Is that where you were a minute ago?
Well, I'm still shaking hands. I'm still doing the
I know. That's
thing,
what I said. I said on the broadcast, for people that don't know, you were the former mayor, and I said, looks like you're running for mayor again, the way you must have shook everybody's hand as you crossed the court.
Well, I did, and, you know, also in talking to the coach for Midway, his name is Akeem Scott. the nicest guy you'll ever want to meet, and also the most talented guy. He played for Kentucky Christian. He was Player of the Year one year, and 2 other times was runner-up. He then played professional ball in Dominican Republic, in Spain, in Germany. He has coached in high school and in college. This is his 2nd year as the head coach at Midway. And as a Christian coach, he's got his act together. I mean, he knows what he wants to do, how he wants his players to what he wants them to achieve, not only in basketball but in life. And he's going to go a long way. In fact, he even has his own podcast called Out There Winning on Facebook. I mean, it's not as good as yours.
Well, I don't know about that. We haven't done one in a while. By the way, Eric and I's podcast, you may not agree with us, and we are going to resume that. But between the holidays and basketball, it's been hard to kind of, continue to do that podcast.
By the way, he also, in talking to Coach Scott about his team Midway, he said our record is 4-8, but he said we play a few Division I schools for money. And he says we don't count those in our record. He says we just play it for the experience and for the money.
Not for the experience, for the cash.
Yeah, amen. Well, you get experience too. I mean,
you get experience getting that cash.
You experience what the real world is like.
You experience putting
Cha-ching.
that. Yeah, that's what you experience.
Yeah.
But they are 4-8. Tell us a little bit more about them. And is this correct? I was told that they are halfway between Louisville and Lexington.
That is correct. In fact, I've been by their campus. Whenever I drive out of Kansas City, it's a little bit closer to Lexington, but it's on the main highway there. They have about 2,000 students. 700 of them are on campus. The other thing he said, I said, what does your team like to do? He says, we like to run. He said, we like the pace of the game to be up and down the floor. We try to outscore you.
And you know what, Bill? It's amazing because when I got to the arena here, Braden Chapman, who leads Tech in scoring, of course, he's injured and looks like that he's going to be out for the remainder of the regular season. He's hoping that maybe they can put a soft cast and he can come back. But anyway, he's averaging a little over 20 points a game, and he told me they already had the scouting report on the Midway Eagles, and he said they do. They like to outscore you. They like to really run. So he said for Tech here this evening, they'll really have to guard them, because if they don't guard them, they could find themselves in a real uphill battle with the Eagles here this evening.
You know, Maris, too, I asked Coach Scott, I said, so what do you know about WVU Tech? He says, well, we know that their point guard is hurt and is out of the game. And he says, that really changes everything that you do. When you lose your point guard, and especially as good a point guard as Braden Chapman is, where he leads your team in scoring and in assists, and he also gets you like 5.5 rebounds a game. I mean, Braden Chapman is the real deal. And he said, when you lose a player like him, as the Golden Bears have, he said it's like losing the head of a snake. He says, you just sort of don't know where you're going, but he says, we know that Coach Wilmore is a very, very good coach, and he'll figure it out.
Well, they figured out starting 3 players in double figures. Of course, as we mentioned, Braden Chapman was the team's leading scorer till he got injured. Now Thomas Haley is the team leading scorer at 17 a game. And you also have, I'll tell you what, Bill, we watched Darian Martin come off the bench, and he was averaging in double figures, and now he's been inserted in the starting lineup. He's now Tech's second leading scorer at 13 a game, and Cameron Danzer at 12 a game. And then you have Leon Craven on the edge of being in double figures. He's got 8 a game. So they've got 3 double-digit scores per game. And like I said, Craven right there on the verge of being a double-digit scorer.
It's interesting, too, when talking about Midway, and I said, give me your starting lineup, please, and he did. And he said, let me mark off the players who are not here. And I said, so what's the deal? And, is it injuries? Is it illness? And he said, well, a little bit of that, but he said, we got a lot of red shirts. So he said, on paper next year, he says, the one I really need is the 6'11", 300-pounder who will not be playing this year.
Well, maybe they need to slim him down. You don't want to get him any shorter. That's not going to happen. But instead of being 300 pounds, maybe you want to slim him up a little bit.
Well, it could be. But anyway, it doesn't happen this year.
But you know what's funny about, Bill, what you said as I look on your sheet and the people at home can't see it, the first thing they must teach in Coaches Clinic, if you have a player on your roster that's not going to play, you got to mark him out. Coaches have been doing that like all the time. I will hand a roster to a coach and say, give me your starters, and then the first thing they want to do, here, let me mark through. They want to mark through our entire sheet, and I tell them, you don't need to mark through it. If they're not going to play, it doesn't matter. We're never going to call them, so you don't have to mark through them. But I don't know. Every coach, it feels like that's the thing that they have to do.
Yeah, it's funny. Coach Scott did ask permission to mark through. I said, sure, go ahead, And then he kept marking and marking. Let's see that he marked out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He marked out 10 names.
Right. So you thought he was grading a piece of paper, right? I mean, like I said, no wonder you were gone forever. It took 15 minutes just to mark off half the team.
Oh my gosh, he is talkative and very, very friendly, and I liked his philosophy. We'll see what it's like.
Well, you know, Tech is coming off a win. Bill, you and I did that game on Friday afternoon. Tech got an 83-78 victory over Indiana University East, and that's, like I said, Tech's 11-4. This is only the 5th game in this building, so it looks like coming down the stretch into the latter part of January into February, the majority of Tech games will be at home. And like I said, they've got a good record, 4-0 at home. And as I mentioned earlier, the game that you and I did back on December 13th, when they played in their practice facility, that is considered a neutral site, because they don't play all their home games there. It's the only one game they played there, so they are undefeated in a neutral site. But the building's been good to them, but just because you're playing at home doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get the win, but they're going to have to really play good on the defensive end. I think we're going to be in for a very exciting game here this evening.
I really do believe that, too. It's going to be fun, and we'll have it all for you, not only this game, but the women's game later.
Right, I've already touched on that, and we're going to take a break. As we go to break, it's a 4-8. The Eagles of Midway, Kentucky, taking on the Golden Bears of WVU Tech, located here in Beckley. They are 11-4. We're going to tip in about 5 or 6 minutes, and we'll go to this break as you're watching the River State NIA college basketball here on Video Productions.
Wes, why'd we settle on skydiving?
Well, it's fall, and we're falling. I thought we could do a commercial about falling prices. Get it?
I guess. Where's your chute?
I knew I forgot something. Later.
During Truck Month, get invoice pricing on all 1,500 Sierras and Yukons, or ask about discounts up to $9,000 with no payments till next year.
Hey, I can see my house.
GMC, we are professional grade.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
They're not the biggest, but with over 100 locations across West Virginia, chances are there's a little general store near you. With brand name gas and food you know and trust, and an assortment of snacks and comforts that make you feel at home wherever you are. So as you make your way to family dinners and football games around the fire, wherever your destination, we'll get you home for the holidays.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done.
It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. This evening's game is brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. They have futuristic bowling every Friday and Saturday night from 10 o'clock to midnight with music, glowing lanes, a light show, fog, door prizes, just $15 a person. You can call today for your reservations at 304-253-7328. Also, the game tonight, Bill, is brought to you in part by Infinity Coal.
Infinity Coal offers no premium, no deductible health insurance. They have dental and vision coverage too. And they also offer company-paid life insurance, a prescription drug coverage plan, and a company-matching 401k plan. Check it out. Their Facebook page is United Coal Company. That's United Coal Company, and you'll learn all about Affinity Coal.
And also, the game is also brought in part by Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel, the old country store, that's where I had lunch today. In fact, Bill, when you and I talked on the phone this afternoon, I was having delicious food from the old country store to Cracker Barrel locations in Beckley and Princeton. Love me some Cracker Barrel.
Good.
All right, this is the first of two games. As Bill told you in the last segment, we have the men's game here coming up at the bottom of the hour here at 5:30. It'll be the 4-8 and Midway Eagles taking on the 11-4 Golden Bears of WVU Tech. And then at 7:30, it'll be a girls' game, and Bill will move from color to play-by-play, and Mark Montgomery will join Bill for the play-by-play of the girls' game, or I should say women's game is what they say in college, and that will tip at 7:30. So we're about a couple minutes away from getting this game tipped. And, Bill, I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And I think the record could be misleading for the Midway Eagles, because I think they want to get up and down the floor, and I think that we don't have to worry about maybe the shot clock running down on either team. Both teams want to get it up, a couple passes, get into their stuff, and put the ball up.
That's it, exactly. They just love to run and gun, and that's what the coach said. You know, a lot of coaches will say, well, defense is what we do. Not this. This is offense all game.
Well, the thing about it is when they say defense is what they do play offense the whole game, but maybe they got to have a stop here or there, because really if you're going to win these games, sometimes, you can shoot 7 out of 8, but the one you miss can end up costing you. That's why at some point you've got to have a little defense, and now the teams are just finishing up their warm-ups, going to their respective benches, and we do think we will have a national anthem, right, Bill, before we tip?
Yes.
So right when we get ready to have the anthem, we'll go to break. We'll come back. We'll give you the starting lineups, get the ball in the air, and get you going as we're getting close to the 5:30 start time. It's 5:26 local time, and as soon as the teams line up, we will go to break as we get ready for the anthem between the game, this men's game of 4-8, the Midway Eagles from Midway, Kentucky, taking on the 11-4 Golden Bears. And we'll go ahead and I guess they're going to wait for the scoreboard to get to zeros, and they're lining up for the anthem. So we'll take a break. We'll have the playing of the anthem. We'll come back, get you the starting lineup, and get you exciting basketball coming up next here on Video Productions.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Life doesn't wait, so neither should your care. Whether it's a cough, fever, or stomach bug, Access Plus is here for those urgent moments.
From bumps and bruises to stitches and even x-rays, we've got you covered with extended hours and walk-in care for the whole family.
You do not have to be an Access Health patient to be seen. No appointments, no hassle, just quality care when you need it.
Access Health, where care meets community.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
Hi, I'm Leanna Burnett with Window World of Beckley. Are you dealing with those cold winter drafts through your windows? Is it causing your energy bills to rise? If you answered yes, Window World can help. Instead of dealing with those old drafty windows another year, call Window World of Beckley today. Yes, we work all year. Our windows are Energy Star efficient and designed to resist extreme weather. Make the smart investment with our no interest for 15 months. Call Window World of Beckley today.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me.
Back here at courtside at the Raleigh County Convention Center, I'm Maris Lowry with Bill O'Brien, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Estens, producing and directing, Jackie Moon on camera. It's the Eagles from Midway, Kentucky, 4-8, taking on the Golden Bears of WVU Tech, 11-4. For the starting lineup for Akeem Scott's Midway Eagles, here's Bill.
Okay, thanks, Maris. And by the way, the Eagles are 1-2 in conference play, and they'll go this way. Amari Wales is one of the starters. He's a 6-foot junior guard. Number 4 is Nick Keaton. He is a 6'4" freshman. Will Van Hook is a 6'2" junior. Robbie Henry, a 6'1" graduate student. And DeCorio Smith wears number 22. He's a 6'3" junior. Wales and Smith are the only double-figure scorers, but the other starters are close to double figures. They all like to get their points. So it's Wales, Keaton, Van Hook, Henry, and Smith. And for the hometown WVU Tech Golden Bears, once again, here's Maris.
Thank you very much, Bill. This is how Tech will go for their head coach, George Wilmore. They'll have Darian Martin at one guard. He's averaging 13 a game. And the other guard will be Cole Chapman at 4 a game. Up front for Tech will be Liam Craven at 8 points a game. It'll be Cameron Danzer at 12 points a game. And rounding out the starting 5 will be their pivot man, Thomas Haley, at 17 a game. So it's the Golden Bears of Tech, 11-4 overall, 2-2 in league play, 5-0 in neutral site games, 4-0 at home, and 2-4 on the road against the Midway Golden Eagles, 4-8 overall. Midway is about in Kentucky, about halfway between Lexington and Louisville. Midway will be wearing the dark uniforms. They're wearing black uniforms trimmed in royal blue, and also looks like, a little bit of orange trimmed in blue. Tech will be wearing their traditional home white uniforms with the Golden Bear logo right there on the chest and the numbers. And Bill, we're just about ready for exciting college basketball here in the NAIA level.
Had a chance earlier today in Charleston. The WVU president, Dr. Ramon Stewart, was there as part of the activities. He is everywhere. I mean, you talk about somebody who is community involved, and that's what he wants Tech to be, communiversity. And we thank Dr. Stewart for his help always. It's a pleasure to work with him as we get these games ready to go. Also, in talking to the referees, they're just thrilled to be playing games because the weather has really played havoc with the schedule. So now for the play-by-play of this one, once again, here's Maris Lowry.
Thank you very much, Bill. It'll be Smith in the center circle for Midway, jumping against Haley, and we'll have to re-jump it. 2 seconds come off the clock. I don't know if they're going to put the time back on, and they will. You know, Bill, this is one of the hardest things to do, get the opening tip, and now it is controlled by the Midway Eagles going to the basket to our left. So settle in and enjoy this game here on Video Productions. So Tech is always, Bill, coming out in their man-to-man. A lot of ball movement, trying to get somebody free for a shot. And there's Cole Chapman with a nice defensive play. We got a foul. Is he going to get Cole Chapman for reaching in? He was a nice defensive play until he got him by the arm.
But you got to like the effort. Cole Chapman just does it that way 100% of the time.
See, right there he's good, right there he's good, and then right there he's not.
Yeah.
So they'll inbound the ball. Will Midway in front of us, 20 to shoot. You can see, of course, obviously the score, the half, and the game time, and the clock's not running, and now they do. And we've had multiple problems with this clock. This is a brand new scoreboard, brand new shot clock, and they threw the ball in, and and it just stuck. So we've got to redo it. And I don't know if they're going to put time back on the clock.
We had problems with the clock with this officiating crew a couple of weeks ago, and I like their attitude. They said, we're going to play this game, and we're going to do what it takes. And they're going to have to do that tonight.
Well, now they put 15 on the clock, and inbound the ball are the Eagles of Midway. So 7 to shoot. On a drive, a little pull-up. That's a wild-looking shot, and it's too strong. That shot was put up by DeCorio Smith, but they get their offensive rebound, attacks the basket with the left hand, needs a roll, it won't go. That shot put up by Wales, and here is Tech on the attack with their first opportunity. Cole Chapman with it. A minute into the ball game. Here's Danzer. Liam. Chapman on a drive, it's rejected. Nice defensive play that time. Coming over there with that loose ball is Keaton. And back the other way come the Eagles of Midway. Spot up 3 on the far side. That's an air ball, and he goes out of bounds. A good look by Keaton, but he drew nothing but air.
You know, Maris, you said that on the little bar at the bottom of your screen, you do not have the shot clock. I don't think we're going to have to worry about that tonight.
Well, we probably won't, but still yet I'm sure people want to know if the clock does start to wind down. Here's Chapman off a screen over to Haley. Haley will dial it up from 3 straight away and hit. No, actually it's a 2. His big toe was on the line, and that's the first points of the ball game as Thomas Haley, averaging 17, knocks down that 16-footer.
He had 29 points in the previous game we did.
Man-to-man is Tech. Over on the far side with the ball is Keaton. Van Hook with it. Keaton will dial it up from 3 straight away and hit a 3 ball, and Midway has its first lead of the game on their 3rd possession. Martin on the move, hands it to Danzer. Haley shaking and baking, drives to the basket, off the glass, a little strong, and coming out of there is the Eagles, and a long pass and good defense as they knock the ball out of bounds. Good play that time by Danzer to get back.
Let's take a look at that 3 again.
Yep.
Here it comes.
There it is. There you go.
Nothing but net.
Nick Keaton dialing up the 3. He had shot an air ball in his previous 3, and that time straight away left alone, and he dials it up from downtown. So here's Midway with the possession. With the ball, Van Hook. Off a screen now, Smith. 10 to shoot. Drives the baseline is Wales. Puts up a 3 and hits. That was a nice play, up and under, and then take the ball all the way to the near corner and dial up a 3 ball.
Gave that to Smith.
Smith with the 3. Here's Chapman into the lane. Martin finds an opening, little floater, it won't go. And getting the rebound is Henry for the Midway Eagles. Good passing. Drive, little spin, fall away by Smith. Doesn't go. Haley clears the boards for Tech. Haley all the way to the basket. Little floater, too strong. That's his 2nd time that he's shot a little strong on a floater. Turnover back the other way. And Haley ahead of the pack. Catches it, lays it up and in. So Haley's got all 4 points for Tech. As Bill told you, he scored 29 in the last game in the win on Friday against Indiana East University. He comes in averaging 17 a game. Here with the ball, Van Hook, and they throw it away.
I mean, that wasn't close. You know, sometimes the receiver zigs when he should have zagged. Let's take a look again.
There's a Haley. After he missed that shot, he never got back on defense, and he didn't have to. In our day, Bill, they called it the old cherry picking, right?
There you go.
But, hey, whatever works. And Tech's going to turn it over into the backcourt. Just a sloppy play right there, an unforced error. And on the turnover, it'll go over to the Midway Eagles. The Midway Kentucky Eagles, 4-8. The W Golden Bears, W Tech, 11-4. Here's Van Hook with it. Gets the ball to Keaton. Now they hand it back to Van Hook. That's a tough 3, and that's not close. That shot was put up that time by Smith, and back the other way. Here comes the Golden Bears. Haley into the lane. Finds Martin. Thought about the 3. Got the defender in the air. Goes around him. Puts it up and in. Nice play by Martin. He got the defender, put him in the popcorn machine, and then able to go right around him and hit the mid-range shot to tie the game.
A nice teardrop by Martin, and he is a key player for Tech.
So here's Midway, the Eagles with it. Smith, and they're going to call an offensive foul as he hooked Liam Craven out high, and that will go as a turnover. And Tech will dip into its bench. As we watch right there, you see that little arm right there, a little hook. Checking it into the ball game for Tech will be Adam Seams. Also into the ball game, Sincere Edwards, and the big fella, Jop from the Senegal, will check in for the Golden Bears of Tech. 5 minutes into the first half, and we're all even.
The Tech bench was really important in the last game that we broadcast.
Here's Martin with it to the big fella, Jop, over to Cole Chapman. Of course, if you don't know, Cole Chapman's older brother, Braden Chapman, team's leading scorer, out for what we've been told, at least for the regular season, with a broken hand. Shot is put up by Martin out of bounds. It'll go over to the Midway Eagles.
You know, speaking of Darren Martin, and we won't get a chance to tell that story.
You can tell that story on the other side of the break. That's a full timeout with 14:40 left in the half. All tied at 6. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Hey, I'm Leanna Burnett with Window Rota Beckley. Are you dealing with those cold winter drafts through your windows? Is it causing your energy bills to rise? If you answered yes, Window World can help. Instead of dealing with those old drafty windows another year, call Window World of Beckley today. Yes, we work all year. Our windows are Energy Star efficient and designed to resist extreme weather. Make the smart investment with our no interest for 15 months. Call Window World of Beckley today.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. Game tied at 6 with 14:40 remaining in the first half. Tonight's game brought to you in part by West Virginia Orthopedic Trauma and Dr. John Tabbitt. Whether you're in a car accident or you have a sports-related injury, Dr. Tabbitt and his staff will get you right back on your feet. They're located on Woodcrest Drive in Beckley. Also, the game tonight brought to you in part by Exit Elevation Realty and Luke Richmond, the broker, 304-256-0101. You can check them out at wvexitelevation.com. All right, Bill, out of the timeout. The ball in the hands of the Midway Eagles in a 6-6 tie. And there's Smith, drives it down, new player into the ball game. As he makes his way to the basket, leaves it short. The new player into the ball game is Miguel Shaw, and he missed that shot. And back the other way is Tech with Sincere Edwards. Over to Martin. You had a story you were going to tell about Martin. You can get into that story.
He's got it now. And
well, Seams has it now. Now back to Martin.
I'm not sure we'll have a lot of time, but I will tell you he played for Bluefield where Coach Buster Large, the legendary Bluefield basketball coach, passed away just recently. And one of the good guys. We really going to miss him.
Shoot, and just ahead of the shot clock buzzer, a spinning move. Nice play by Cameron Danzer, and Tech regains the lead. That was a nifty move.
Hope we got that one.
There's a drive down the lane. There's a three ball in the near corner by Keaton. It's short, and Tech comes out of there with the rebound.
Both these teams up and down the floor. We're not going to get a chance to tell many stories, that's for sure.
Here's Martin with it now. Off a screen, into the big fella, Jop, puts the shot up and scores. Pick and roll, and Jop able to score.
7-footer from Senegal, Africa, and he has really, really improved.
And you know, Bill, when the game's exciting, the fans don't need stories. They want to watch the game.
That's right.
As exciting as we think this one's going to be, and it's already shaped up to be here in the first, 6 minutes or so. Almost 7 minutes, actually 7 minutes into the game. Here's a 15-footer straight away. That's in and out, no good. Like I said, that player just checked into the ball game. That was Miguel Shaw, and he's 0 for 2 since coming off the bench. Here's Seams with it for Tech. Martin. Edwards played well on Friday off the bench for Tech. On the drive, reverse layup, left it a little short. Here's Smith on the move. Shaking and baking. Tacks the basket, puts on the brakes, throws it back out. 3 ball on its way. That doesn't go. That 3 was put up by Van Hook, and here comes Adam Seams with it. Edwards trying to get the ball down low to Jop, and it's knocked out of bounds.
Jop's got a big height advantage, but he does not have a big weight advantage. But as we said, you can tell he's learned to maneuver a whole lot better than last year.
Yeah, and he's basically, whatever points he gives Tech is a plus, basically for rebounds, defense. As Cole Chapman with the ball now back into the game. Liam Craven also back into the game for Tech. Here's Edwards with it. 15 to shoot for Tech. Seams on a drive down the lane. Nice leave and a slam dunk for Jop. 6-0 Tech run. That was a beautiful play by Seams, creating the traffic to him, and then he laid it down for the big fella Jop for the dunk.
Yeah, he wasn't expecting it, but Seams made it happen.
Look what I found. Oh, I better slam it home.
Yeah.
Shaw, open 3 ball on its way. Good. Shaw able to dial it up from downtown. Jop, they really don't have to guard him that far out. He's not really an offensive threat unless he's really down in the paint. They cut Seams off over to Craven. 10 to shoot for Tech. Edwards into the lane, tacks the basket. What do we got? And we got a travel. as Haley will check back into the game for the Golden Bears, and also checking in the game as we watch that last play right there. Little bunny hop into P-Patch.
Thanks to Little General Stores bringing the replays to you.
And a new player in there now, and that is Swift. Cervante Swift into the ball game now for the Midway Eagles. Shaw shaking and baking, tacks the basket, puts the shot up. Good defense by Haley as the shot comes up short. Tech on the move.
Midway shooting is not good at all.
And Edwards goes in, lays it in right of the lane. Sincere Edwards with a nice finish. Swift turns it over. Now the ball is returned back over. Good hustle. Down on his behind, hands the ball down the middle. The shot's rejected. Going right down the center of the lane. A new player in there, Brown, and he got his shot swatted. Seams pass. Haley slam dunk and a foul. What a beautiful play by Adam Seams. He's had 2 great assists, and both results in slam dunks.
Oh, man. Beautiful to watch. Let's take a look again. This is the Greenbrier East product, passing it off. Thomas Haley knows what to do with it. He's got 6 points from the floor and looking for number 7 right now.
Trying to polish off a 3-point play, and he does that. The biggest lead of the game is right here. So nice job. And Adam Seams, he's really given Tech all year long. You know, he sat out all of last year due to injury, but he's really given them a real spark off the bench. Here with the ball now is Brown. 3 ball is good. That 3 is gone by Miguel Shaw. Rains a 3, his second 3 of the ball game. And this is the kind of flow, Bill, I thought we would have from the beginning.
Yeah, they like to shoot the outside shot. They've made 4 threes.
Yeah, back and forth they go. Trying to get the ball to Haley, who's posting up. Chapman on the drive. Chapman into the lane. Down low to Haley, and he gets hammered as he'll get to the line to shoot a pair.
As we've mentioned before, as we look at the Little General replay, Thomas Haley makes this team go. There he is, and he gets clobbered.
And we got a timeout on the floor, so we'll take it with them. 9:41 for the half. Tech in front by 5, 17-12. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
It's 4th down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but
Brian moves!
Incredible! A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it!
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Allstate. You're in good hands with Allstate, and you're in good hands with Lori Richmond as your agent. She's my agent. She takes care of me. She'll take care of you. Located at Market Drive in Beckley, and you can dial her up at 304-252-8646. Also, the game brought to you in part by Modley's Plumbing and Heating. You never know when you need a plumber, which I needed one there about a week and a half ago, Bill. It came right over and fixed the problem. Modley's, and they got a great number, 304-253-HELP. And when you need help from plumbing, Modley's comes right over and help as Haley makes the first of 2 free throws.
Haley with 8 points. We've just been given the updated stats. The shooting from the floor is the difference. Midway hitting 27% from the floor, Tech 57%.
So Haley makes them both, and he's in double figures now, correct?
He's got 9.
9. I wanted to give him one more, didn't I?
Close enough.
Here's a drive to the basket. That's a nice take. Good hard move to the basket by Swift, as he was swift with the attack to lay it up and in. Craven with it, gets the ball to Seams in the low post. Actually back out on the wing. Craven will dial it up for 3. It's a little strong, gets the top of the backboard, and skying high there for the rebound is Henry for the Midway Eagles. Shaw on the drive, they cut him off. Here's a 3 ball on the far side. Good. That's a good looking shot. Actually, it's a 2. I beg your pardon. That's a 2 by Henry. A little step back. Chapman has the ball stripped. Shaw with it. Back to Henry. Drive to the basket. Reverse layup up and in. Good play by Henry with the bucket. And just like that, Midway, after being down 8 a minute ago, Bill, have now cut the lead to 1.
Yeah, these teams just get up and down the floor. This is going to be this way all night.
Yeah, like I said, we think we're going to be in for a very entertaining game. Hope you're enjoying it on Video Productions. Here's Edwards. Doesn't settle for the 3. Drives, puts it up and in, and draws the foul. That's a great play by Sincere Edwards. He had the ball in the near corner, Bill. Instead of settling for the 3 ball, he puts it on the deck, gets to the front of the rim, gets the foul, as we see the replay there, and we'll get to the line to try to polish off a 3-point play.
Sincere Edwards, 6'4" junior from Goldsboro, North Carolina. Scored 10 in the earlier game we did.
So Edwards at the line, and free throw on its way is good, and he does finish off the 3-point play as Tech will bring Martin back in and Danzer back into the ball game for the Golden Bears. So the ball comes in to Swift. And he's not swift about getting it up the court, Bill? And now we got a foul. A little touch foul there on Chapman.
Yeah, a little reach in.
Yep. So Chapman will come out of the game. That'll be the first foul on him, second team. And Adam Seams, who played really well earlier in the game, comes back into the game.
First game of a doubleheader. Tech women will take on Midway at 7:30. We'll have it.
Here's Wales with it. Wales on the drive. Wales into the lane. Shaw with the left hand left it short. The putback is no good. And Adam Seams with the rebound for Tech.
Oops.
So here's Tech with it. Haley's had a big first half. Over to Martin. Martin on the drive, has the ball stripped. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with Tech with 16 to shoot.
Martin, not only a talented player, just very, very quick.
So Haley will put the ball in play for the Golden Bears of Tech, up under his own basket. And we got a foul, and they'll call an offensive foul away from the ball there in the center of the lane.
There's been some pushing and shoving underneath, and these referees, they do a great job. As we said, we've seen this crew before, but they keep it under control.
Haley gets whistled for his first personal foul, third team foul. And here are the Midway Eagles with it. Nice hard drive to the basket, a lot of contact, no whistle. That time that was Swift. He thought he was fouled, but you got to play on.
He probably was.
Well, you know, Bill, it's like they say, it's not a foul if they don't call it, right?
That's
but
right.
You're right, there was a lot of contact. It seems has the ball knocked free and now picked up by Haley. Danzer will dial it up for 3 and hit the 3 ball as Danzer rings the bell from downtown.
His second bucket.
Here's Shaw for 3. He answers it right back with a 3 ball. Miguel Shaw.
His third tray.
And that's off the bench. Here's Haley with it. Haley on a drive into the lane. They cut him off. Now he tries to repost. Trying to get Haley the ball. They're fronting him. And he got weak side help.
They're
9 to
hugging
shoot.
him. They're hugging him.
Yeah, 7 to shoot. And the ball is kicked, and that's a break for Tech because, Bill, when Tech threw the ball across the lane, there was only like 5 seconds on the shot clock. Now with the kick ball, they'll reset the clock to 20.
Yeah, Robbie Henry and Haley for Tech, they're just sort of bumping and grinding under the basket looking for position.
So Tech with 20 to shoot will put the ball in play with Martin. Seams cuts through, and he misses the little short layup up the tip, won't go. Martin with the offensive rebound draws the foul, but Adam Seams so mad at himself. He snuck in there, Bill. He got the shot all, maybe he was too wide open, all by himself, and he couldn't get it to go. But then Tech Martin able to hang in there to get the rebound, draw the foul.
Yeah, they'll get the points this way at the line.
Well, they're going about it the hard way, right?
Yeah.
But
Martin's a 95% foul shooter.
Right, but Seams will make that 99.9% of the time as Martin at the line. Hope you didn't give him the announcer's jinx, Bill, as Martin's free throw is good. And the way that ball left his hand and the way it went through, he looked like a 95% foul shooter.
Perfect form, no doubt about it.
Great form, great release. So Martin trying to hit the back end of the two-shot opportunity. Second free throw on its way, and he got them both. And that's what you would expect a 95%er to do.
Absolutely. No problem.
So back the other way, here comes Midway with it. This Wales down low with a nice finish with the left hand.
His first points.
So here's Tech with it, Seams. Seams has it. Instead of ball screen, Seams attacks the basket, lays it up and in. Nice play by Adam Seams. Once he turned the corner, Bill, he got the step on the defender and able to finish with the right hand. Back the other way, Midway. Nice drive to the basket, and there could be goaltending. Nope. I thought that was goaltending, but on the missed shot, Smith cleans it up, and we got a timeout on the floor. Timeout on the floor. Tech in front, 29-25. As we watch that looked like goaltending to me, but nevertheless, Midway able to get the hoop. And we got a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here, Bill.
You know, Maris, when you take a look at this game, and really, we haven't had a lot of scoring. We've had a lot of action, but not a lot of scoring, especially because Midway's shooting from the floor has been terrible. But for WVU Tech, they're playing their brand of ball. That half-court defense is working so far. And Danzer's had a couple of buckets. Sincere Edwards off the bench has scored a couple. And Thomas Haley again with 9 points leads the way for the Golden Bears.
But you know, Bill, even though Midway has not shot the ball well, with 5:38 left in the half, they're only down 4. They've been down as many as 8. But Tech has not been able to get it up to double digits. But like I said, I think if you're Midway, even though maybe you haven't shot as well as you would hope, you've got to feel good that you're only 4 down with 5:38 left in the half.
Yeah.
So out of the timeout, Tech will have it. As Edwards will bring it up. Martin. Haley comes to set a high ball screen. Martin goes around the screen, gets into the lane, tacks the basket with the left hand, and he scores. That's a nice play. Martin go all the way to the rim to lay it up and in.
6 points.
And that's the lead for Tech at 6. Here's a deep three straight away. Good. I think he shot that all the way from Midway, Kentucky. The three ball by Brown, the left-hander, that's what you call a real calling card right there. That was a deep three. Martin trying to get around a screen there. They cut him off, backdoor cut, and Danzer goes in and he couldn't finish. That was a great play, and Danzer got right to the rim, but he couldn't knock it down. Quickly back the other way, tacking the basket is Smith, and he was going in for the power dunk, and he couldn't get the dunk, but he draws the foul. Watch right there at midcourt, Bill. Once Smith accelerated, goes in trying to slam it home, and no whistle foul on Haley. But before we have shots, we'll have a full timeout with 4:50 left in the half, and Tech in front, 31-28. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
It's 4th down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but incredible. A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it.
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds. by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
And back at the Dave Barksdale Court, got a good game going here. Tech by 3. I'd like to remind you that if you're looking for a job, you want to talk to the folks at Affinity Coal Company in Sophia, West Virginia. They've been in operation since 2011. They've got terrific benefits plan, and you need to find out more by going to the Facebook page at United Coal Company. That's United Coal Company to learn more about Affinity Coal. Here's Maris.
And also the game tonight brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. Every Friday and Saturday night, they have futuristic bowling. To reserve your lane, call them at 304-253-7328. All right, first free throw is up and in by Smith.
DeCorio Smith with 6.
DeCorio. How you like that name? That's a real Paisan name, isn't it?
I mean,
Second free throw by DeCorio Smith on its way doesn't go. He makes 1 of 2 and a foul on the rebound.
Those have been the first foul shots that Midway had shot the entire game.
And the foul's on Tech. And you know, Bill, as we have the stats here during that last break, what surprised me, Tech's only attempted 2 3-balls. They've made 1 of 2 from downtown, while when you take a look at Midway, they've made 6 of 10. And that's what's kept them in the game, is now we got another timeout. So it'll be a 30-second timeout. And once again, Bill, I know you've heard me say this multiple times, whether we're doing men's, women's, college, boys or girls high school, I don't think they should have 30-second timeouts. I think they ought to get away, just throw all the 30-second timeouts in the trash and say, look, you got 5 timeouts in college, men's and women, for the whole game. 5 timeouts, that's it. They're all full. You don't need 30s.
And Maris, if we were, well, there's the warning buzzer. But when you get down to it, it's going to be close to 60 by the time we get to play it anyway in the 30s. You know?
Right. And also, you know, Bill, of all the high school basketball that you and I do, especially when you get to the girls and boys state tournament, they call 30, and then as soon as they call 30, the referee stick out the arm and say it's a full timeout. They don't even need 30s. I just wish they would just do away with 30-second timeouts. So that's my rant for the day.
Speaking of high school ball, we've got a couple of great games on
Yes,
Thursday and on
Friday. And Saturday.
Oh, man, I just got some carrot cake given to me.
All right. Here's a little short shot, is no good. That shot that time was put up by Brown. They get the offensive rebound. They shoot for the lead, and they get it as DeCorio Smith rains a 3-ball, and Midway has come back to regain their lead. They had a lead early in the game. In fact, that's their first lead since it was 3-2.
It was more like 25-footer.
Yep. Here's Danzer for 3. That's short, and the rebound is off to Midway. Midway got some momentum. They've made 7 3-balls in this first half. Make it 8. Another 3-ball is good by Brown.
So Tech had the big lead. Now they don't.
That is true. That's 7 in a row ran off by the Midway Eagles. Tech led by many as 8. And now this is the largest lead of the game for Midway at 4 here at the 3:50 mark. 12 to shoot for Tech. Edwards on the drive up underneath, and he'll draw the foul. And that'll be out of bounds play because that's the 16 foul, so they're not over the limit yet. So it'll be 20 to shoot. And let's see, we'll check back into the ball game. That'll be Van Hook back in for Midway. Tech to inbound, trying to get the ball to Martin, and they throw it away. Or do they?
Looked like he did touch it last.
Well, it looked like nobody touched it, and that would have been a turnover. And let's see if I'm correct.
Here's the replay.
I guess
now
I'm not. Let's see the replay. Did anyone touch it? No, it didn't look like anyone touched it to me. And that's the correct call. And that's why it's a turnover. I didn't even need the replay for that. And there's a foul, and that will be a common foul. But now both teams now at 6 fouls. So with 3:38 to go, Bill, in the first half, the next foul on either team puts the other team at the line.
Craven called for the foul.
Right now, the Midway Eagles on a 7-0 run. They've made 7 threes to this point in the first half. They get the ball down low and a nice finish. It's a 9-0 run. A nice finish that time by Brown.
He scored 10 points off the bench.
Yeah, defensive breakdown that time by Tech. Biggest lead of the game here for the Midway Eagles. Craven will dial it up from distance. It won't go. And the rebound comes out of there with it is Keaton. Nick Keaton for Midway. They race with Van Hook down the floor. Ball down low. Keaton into the lane, spins, they double team him, leans in, off the glass, too strong. Long rebound comes out, new clock for Midway as they have to reset at the 20. Get the ball back down low, little jump hook into the lane, doesn't go. That shot that time put up by Keaton, and back the other way is Martin with it for Tech. Martin shaking and baking into the lane, little floater, it's short. Fight for the rebound, and it's Midway coming out there with it. Two players, one from each team, hit the deck. So it's 4-on-4. Down low, Keaton up underneath, scores. And Tech needs a timeout. As it is now a 10-0 run and an 8-point advantage. A full timeout will take it with them. 2:36 for the half. 38-31 is now the lead for Midway. We'll be right back here streaming live on Video Productions.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
And we welcome you back to Beckley here at the Raleigh County Convention Center with Bill O'Brien. I'm Maris Lowry. It's a 11-0 run. I think I said 8-0 run. 11-0 run is the run for Midway. And they have their largest lead of the game at 8. So they were down 8 at one point in this half, Bill, and now they've up 8. So I can do that math. They've outscored Tech by 16 since that point. 15 to shoot for Tech, and the ball's turned over. Here's a pass ahead of the field. Smith goes in, lays it up and in, and draws the foul.
Wow.
And right now, it seems like that the Tech train is kind of going off the rails.
Let's look again. Look at that pass. No look. Getting it down the floor. Smith was already breaking, and he scores. He's in double figures with 11.
13-0 run right now for the Midway Eagles. And Smith, if he can polish off the three-point play, can make it a 14-0 run as Midway with his largest lead of the game here at 10.
DeCorio Smith.
But the biggest part of this first half, Tech has led here, Bill, to the last, maybe 3.5 minutes? This run's coming over like the last 3.5 minutes as the free throw is short. As Edwards gets the rebound, 10-point advantage, and a 13-0 run at this point for Midway. Coming up on the final 2 minutes of the half. Martin will dial it up straight away three. It hits, and something Tech really needed as Martin able to stop the bleeding momentarily and hit that three ball straight away. Both teams now over the limit in fouls. Here's a three the other way. Good. That's 9 threes in the first half. As that three is by Brown. So Midway able to answer a three with a three. Here's Chapman with it over to Martin. Martin going off the ball screen, gets the ball to Haley in the lane. Seams on the baseline. Finds Haley, a little short shot in the lane. He scores. Haley's now in double figures. That gives him, 11?
You are correct.
Yep, 11 for Haley. Coming up on the 1 minute mark of the first half, which, Bill, at one point you said we didn't have a lot of scoring. Since you said that, it's really picked up.
Absolutely, especially for Midway, Kentucky.
Ball's knocked out of bounds. We're under a minute for the half. 12 to shoot for Midway. They have led by as many as 10. The lead's 8 now. They get the ball into Van Hook. 8 to shoot. Van Hook must have heard me. He pulls up, puts the shot up and in, and it's a 2, not a 3. So the lead's back to 10 for Midway here in the final 45 seconds of the first half.
He was pleading his case with the ref. He said, that was a 3. Nope.
Haley with a slam dunk.
Yeah.
Big first half for Thomas Haley, 13 for him. And maybe last shot time. There's about 7 seconds difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Brown's had a big half off the bench, and he finds Keaton for the easy layup. So shot clock turned off, final 13 seconds of the first half. Midway, their biggest lead right here at 10. Martin drives to the basket, puts up the shot. It doesn't go, but he'll draw the foul with 4 seconds left in the half. And Martin, who's a 95% foul shooter, will step to the line to shoot a pair as we watch the replay right there.
Yeah, this is Martin leaning in, got shoved. He'll get 2. And by the way, he's 2 for 2 so far at the line, plus 3 field goals to go with it.
So Martin to shoot 2. The one thing, if you're Coach Wilmore Tech, you're giving up 48 points. You're not going to be happy with that, as the first free throw is good as you would expect Martin to make him. Like I said, he shoots 95% from the line. And they'll put Jop in for the final 4 seconds.
10 points now for Martin.
So you got Haley in double figures and Martin in double figures for Tech. Second free throw for Martin on its way. Looks good and is. 4 seconds, plenty of time to get off a shot. And a good shot at that. And it counted if it goes a 3. And it doesn't go. But it looked like Bill had let his hand. I thought it was going in. But at the break, a very entertaining, exciting first half. And the Eagles from Midway, Kentucky, they lead the Golden Bears of WVU Tech at the break, 48-40. We'll take a break, come back, get you ready for the Massey Power Sports halftime show. We'll recap the first half, give you team and individual totals, and we'll do that on the other side of the break as we're streaming live here on Video Productions.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. I'm Maris Lowry with Bill O'Brien, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. Jackie Moon on camera. In this first half, a very entertaining first half, as the Midway Kentucky Eagles, 4-8 from Midway, Kentucky, lead the West Virginia Tech Golden Bears at the break, 48-40, which has been a very entertaining first half. In fact, the only lead early in the game was 3-2 by Midway. Then Tech controlled the game most of the first 15 minutes of it. Tech led by as many as 8, but at the 5:38 mark, all of a sudden, Bill, looked like the light switch was turned in a different direction. They flipped the switch, and a good run by the Midway Eagles, and they take an 8-point lead. So from being down by 8 to up by 8, they lead 48-40, which is a very exciting, entertaining first half.
Yeah, they had 2 10-point leads late in the half before the halftime scores right here at 48-40. Here are the point totals individually for WVU Tech.
And, Bill, before you get to that, we got to tell everybody that the Inside the Numbers are brought to you by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. Like to have me an ice-cold Pepsi right about now. Pepsi, whether it's the blue can of Pepsi, the silver can of Diet Pepsi, or the black can, Pepsi Zero, I'd say one for me, one for you, and one for our producer and director, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins. And it doesn't matter which one you get. What you ought to do is just like cover them up, and then whatever we get, right? Whether it's blue, silver, or black, it's as long as it's Pepsi, we know it's going to be good.
I want the blue can, but I'll take them all.
All right, now,
Pepsi's good.
Now you got numbers.
The Pepsi numbers, here we go for WVU Tech. They're led by Thomas Haley with 13 points. Darren Martin scored 11. 5 points for Dancer, 5 for Sincere Edwards off the bench, 4 points for Chop and 2 points for Adam Seams. Unofficially for the Eagles from Midway, Kentucky, they have 2 in double figures, led by Krayshawn Brown off the bench with 13. DeCorio Smith has 11. Miguel Shaw hit 3 long balls for 9 points. Nick Keaton has 7. Wales with 2. Van Hook with 2. Henry has 2, and Swift with 2. So those are the numbers unofficially.
Well, here are the official numbers.
And do they match?
Well, I don't know because I wasn't listening.
Say yes.
Well,
yes.
But here's the main thing.
I don't have the team total.
Well, here's the main thing is the team total. Midway, they made 9 3 balls. So 27 of their 48 points came from behind the arc. They were 9 of 14. Overall shooting, 19 of 38 from the floor was Midway and 1 of 3 at the line. Tech really didn't shoot it that bad, but they only had 27 shots compared to Midway's 38. Tech was 15 of 27 from downtown, 2 of 5. 15-27 from the floor, 2 of 5 of downtown, and they were 8 of 8 at the line. The difference is right here, 9 of 14 from downtown for Midway and 2 of 5 for Tech. And like I said, Tech has made 15 field goals, but 19 field goals made by Midway. But Midway got 38 first-half shots. Tech only got 27 first-half shots.
And it's been a well-played ball game. Taking a look at turnovers, only 4 against Midway and 6 mistakes against WVU Tech. As far as anybody in foul trouble, let's take a look. Personal fouls, nobody with as many as 3. Rebounding, Tech with 18 and Midway with 15. But as Maris told you, the shooting from downtown has been the difference.
And I'll tell you, the young man coming off the bench, Brown, let's find him on here because he really made a difference coming off the bench. In fact,
13.
You look at Brown, between Brown and Shaw, they each made 3 balls. So that's 6 between those two guys coming off the bench, and Smith made 2 more threes.
Well, and with Brown and Shaw, they didn't miss any. They were 3 for 3 from 3.
Right. So 9 of 14, if they keep that shooting up, and I think that's the message that Coach Wilmore will have to tell his players. I mean, they had a good half. You put up 40, you're on pace to score 80, but unfortunately, you're on pace to give up more than that. So it's got to be done on the defensive end. And, everyone told us when we got to the building here, Tech said that Midway wants to outscore you. Tech's going to really have to play good defense. It wasn't very good. At times it was good. It's going to have to be much better defense in the second half if Tech's going to pull this out.
No doubt about it. And Tech, was playing good defense until the late stages.
Until they weren't.
Then they gave up 11 straight. All of a sudden the game turned around.
Yeah. All right, 48-40 is the halftime lead for the Midway Eagles. We'll take a break as our Massey Power Sports halftime rolls on from the Raleigh County Convention Center, streaming live here on Video Productions.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Hey, Wes, why'd we settle on skydiving?
Well, it's fall, and we're falling. I thought we could do a commercial about falling prices. Get it?
I guess. Where's your chute?
I knew I forgot something. Later.
During Truck Month, get invoice pricing on all 1,500 Sierras and Yukons, or ask about discounts up to $9,000 with no payments till next year.
Hey, I can see my house.
GMC, we are professional grade.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
It's fourth down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
Welcome back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. At the break, it's an 8-point lead for Midway, Kentucky, leading WU Tech 48-40. And Bill, the game is brought to you in part by
West Virginia Orthopedic Trauma and Dr. John Tabbitt. Trust me, I know all about this. When my leg was shattered in a car accident, Dr. Tabbitt put it all back together. West Virginia Orthopedic Trauma, whether you're in a car accident or have a sports injury, Dr. Tabbitt and his staff will get you back on your feet. They are located on Woodcrest Drive in Beckley.
Also, the ball game brought to you in part by Exit Elevation Realty, Luke Richmond, the broker. You can dial him up at 304-256-0101, or you can check him out at www.exitelevation.com. The game also brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. Every Friday and Saturday night from 10 to midnight, they have futuristic bowling with music, glowing lanes, light show, fog, the whole bit. And you can reserve your lane by dialing 304-253-7328. Also, the game brought to you in part by Modley's Plumbing and Heating. You never know when you need a plumber till you need a plumber, and you can dial up Modley's at 304-253-HELP. Well, Bill, this is just the first of two games that we're having here on Video Productions. Following this game, Mark Montgomery will join you for the call of the women's game between these same two schools, between Midway and WU Tech. And then, Bill, on Thursday, you've already had the opportunity to call the play-by-play of Beckley and Shady here, about a couple weeks ago.
That's right. That was a 4-point win for Shady.
Right. So they will play again Thursday in a regular season game. You called that in the little general event. They will play in the regular season on Thursday night at Shady. I'll have the play-by-play. You'll have the color. That game will tip at 7:30. I think that's going to be a fantastic game. Both teams, by the way, Bill, tonight, Beckley and Shady, both in Mercer County. Bluefield is playing Beckley in Mercer County, and then Princeton is playing host to Shady tonight. Then the two teams will battle each other on Thursday, Beckley and Shady, and that ought to be a great game.
Better get early there, because you know the Shady Arena seats a lot of people, and every seat's going to be filled.
Then on Friday, we'll have a girls basketball game. Eric Thomas will rejoin me. We'll be at the gym at Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School. It'll be Wayne and Beckley for the first time ever, Bill, in girls basketball. Wayne and Beckley playing. That game will tip at 7:30. Then on Saturday, Greenbrier East will be here at the Raleigh County Convention Center to take on Beckley. That's a 7:30 tip. Bill, you will be involved in that game, either play-by-play or color, and we'll figure that out over the next couple of days. But you'll definitely be on the call of that. So that's a pretty good week. And then as we look at the rest of the month, the next time we'll have Tech will be next Tuesday. Tech will return at home on the 21st, and Tech will take on Ohio Christian, and it will be a women's game only at 5:30.
That is next week.
Next Tuesday, 1 week from tonight.
Very good. By the way, Tech's men's team goes on the road this Saturday at Indiana University Southeast. That is Saturday.
The next time we will have the Tech men's game here at the Raleigh County Convention Center will be Thursday, the 23rd. It'll be St. Mary's against Tech in a men's game at 5:30, and then St. Mary against Tech at 7:30 that night as well. We're going to take one more break, and we'll get you ready for the second half. It's an 8-point lead for Midway as they're in front of, as I mentioned, 8-point lead, 48-40. We'll return here on Video Productions.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Seconds on the clock. He hands it off. Finds a hole in the middle. Clear. Nothing but moves. A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it.
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done.
It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
Life doesn't wait, so neither should your care. Whether it's a cough, fever, or stomach bug, Access Plus is here for those urgent moments.
From bumps and bruises to stitches and even x-rays, we've got you covered with extended hours and walk-in care for the whole family.
You do not have to be an Access Health patient to be seen. No appointments, no hassle, just quality care when you need it.
Access Health, where care meets community.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckman. We won't be beat.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
And we're moments away from getting the second half started here at the Raleigh County Convention Center in Beckley with Bill O'Brien, I'm Maris Lowry. Heavy hitter Mr. Nick Eskins producing and directing. Jackie Moon on Cameron. Bill's been a very entertaining, exciting first half. 8-point lead for the Eagles of Midway, Kentucky. They lead the homestanding W Golden Bear Tech by 8 as we get ready to start half number 2.
You know, this is one of those games we expected a lot of points. Midway's longest lead was at 10 points. Tech led by 8. And, points in the paint. Tech 22-16. Second chance points, Midway 5, Tech 2. Bench points, Midway 24. Tech only got 11 points from their bench. Score tied once, lead changed 3 times.
Yeah, and I think when you look at those bench points, it was because of the 3 balls of the way that Midway shot. I mean, Midway made 9 of 14 from downtown. You wouldn't think they would continue to shoot like that. But if they do, it's going to be hard for Tech to catch up if Midway continues to shoot that good from behind the arc.
Krishawn Brown came off the bench for the Eagles, hit 5 of 9, and leads them with 13.
So Tech will get the ball to start the second half. An 8-point lead for Midway. And we're ready to go. Tech going to the basket to our left. Tech 11-4 overall. Midway 4-8. Tech 2-2 in league play. But Tech has been undefeated here at home through their first 4 games played here in this building at the Raleigh County Convention Center. Here's Haley with it. Haley had a big first half. Backs his man down low, little jump hook into the lane, and he scores. Thomas Haley with a nice shot.
That's 15 points for Haley. Good way to start.
Yeah, he came in averaging 17, so he's 2 away from his average. He had 29 in the win on Friday against Indiana University East. Give and go down the lane with an easy layup. Keaton with a nice finish. And once again, Bill, as I said during halftime, if Tech's going to get back in the game, they got to play better defense than they did on that possession.
Yeah, that was too easy.
Way too easy. Martin on a drive. They cut him off. Ball comes back out to Chapman. 12 to shoot for Tech. Now 8 to shoot. Haley with it. Haley on the drive. He's going to have to take it, as he does on the baseline with 4 seconds on the clock. And he gets the hoop in the arm as he draws the foul with a short little baseline shot. And now he's right at his average at 17 as we watch the replay. Yeah. Nice spin. There's the foul by Keaton. And Haley will try to polish off a 3-point play.
He faked one way and then shot the other, and he is smooth as silk. Just a pleasure to watch, Thomas Haley.
From Monroe, North Carolina. Sets at the free throw line, and he cannot polish off a 3-point play, as the rebound comes to DeCorio Smith for the Midway Eagles. So here are the Eagles on the attack. Smith on the drive, gets to the basket with the left hand, lays it up and in. So on the first 2 possessions of the second half, Bill, for Midway, they've been able to get to the rim and lay it in. And like I said, Tech's not going to get back in the game with that kind of defense. Here's a floater into the lane, in and out and back in again for Chapman.
His first points of the night.
So like I said, this is the end of the floor, the defensive end. If Tech is going to get back in the game, they've got to get stops. Keaton right down the lane. They cut him off. 15 to shoot. Van Hook pulls up, and he dials up a 2. So to start the second half, Midway 3 of 3.
They were super cold shooting the first half of the first half, like 27%, and now they are just red hot, Midway.
Here's Martin, a little floater left of the lane, needs a row and got it. Got the shooter's touch. That's what you call living well.
13 for him, Martin.
But back and forth they go. Neither team has been able to stop the other here in the first couple of minutes here of this second half.
That's what we expected.
Yep. Down the lane, good defense that time by Tech. They give it for Keaton. He'll dial up a three. It's short. Martin with the rebound. 2.5 minutes into the second half. And we got a foul, and the foul's on Smith. That'll be his second, and that'll be the team's second. So it'll be 26 to shoot, side out. And checking into the ball game will be Miguel Shaw. He had a good first half. In fact, Shaw in that first half, he was 3 of 3 from downtown.
Mm-hmm.
Ball comes into Chapman. Of course, Tech, Cole Chapman, they're playing without his older brother. Here's a three by Craven is good, which is Braden Chapman, the team's leading scorer. About 3 games ago against Alice Lloyd when he broke his hand. He's in street clothes, and we're told he's currently going to be out for the regular season.
It was the first points for Craven. So 2 of the starters for Tech had not scored till now.
Here's Keaton with it, 15 to shoot. Van Hook trying to go with the 2-man game, trying to get the ball down low. Keaton, they double team him, 7 to shoot. Here's good defense and a steal. Here's Haley in the open court. Haley goes in, and no foul. A lot of contact. Haley gets it back, up and under, and he scores.
You know, he's 6'7", but he plays like he's 6'2". He's just so good.
Well, it's sometimes 6'2", other times he plays like he's 6'10".
Yeah.
As Keaton spins hard to the basket, puts it up, they wave it off as there is a foul. They're going to call the foul before the shot. And watch this play, Bill. Normally, this is a good continuation. That looked like continuation. And these are very good officials, but that looked like an and one right there. So 22 to shoot for the Eagles, and they'll inbound the ball on the baseline with 16.5 to go. They get the ball down low, and there's an easy layup. Way too easy as that time Wales able to score. Here's Martin. Haley attacks the basket. Martin on drive. Definitely he got pushed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's on the drive.
Let's look again.
Yeah, right there. Nice little elbow to the side.
Yeah, Wales just sort of, didn't mean to do that. Yes, I did.
Well, Wales, what he did, he's wailed on him, didn't he?
He did.
So Tech will have 20 to shoot. His seams into the lineup. Give the ball to Haley in the low post. Haley spins. Haley into the lane. Little jump hook is good. Well, that's his patent shot. Haley able to score down low.
He's got 21 points.
He's the team's leading scorer. He came in averaging 17. He scored 29 on Friday in Tech's win over Indiana University East.
Scored 8 here in the first 4 minutes of this
Yeah.
half.
Here's Shaw from 3. Good. That's his 4th 3 ball. So he is 4 of 4 from downtown, picking up here where he left off, picking up in the second half where he left off in the first half.
If you like offense, you're going to love this game.
Somebody's going to have to get a stop as Haley throws the ball into traffic, and we'll have a whistle and a foul. This is the River State Conference game. Streaming live here on Video Productions. Glad you're with us. I'm Maris Lowry with Bill O'Brien. Heavy hitter Mr. Nick Eskins doing a great job as always. Producing and directing. Jackie Moon on camera. Ball comes into Haley. Thomas Haley on the baseline. Backs his man down. Finds a shooter in the corner. That seams for 3. It won't go. The tip is good. Martin with the putback.
15 for Darren Martin.
Martin, he came in averaging 13. He's 2 over his average. Haley is over his average.
And it's a 2-point game.
Yep. Biggest lead has been 10 by Midway. Tech led by 8 at one point in the first half. Van Hook into the lane. Nice spin, head and shoulder fake, and he's fouled. That was a nice move that time into the lane by Will Van Hook. And he'll draw the free throw. He'll draw the foul and get to the free throw line to shoot 2. We got a full timeout. We'll take it with him. 14:52 remaining here in the second half. And right now it's a 2-point lead for Midway, 59-57. This is NAIA basketball streaming live here on Video Productions.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckman. We won't be beat.
It's fourth down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but
Brian moves!
A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it.
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
Thanks.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Allstate Insurance. You're in good hands with Allstate, and you're in good hands with Lori Richmond as your agent. She's located on Market Road in Beckley. You can dial her up at 304-252-8646. Also, the game tonight brought to you in part by Cracker Barrel. That's where I had a pregame meal this afternoon. Cracker Barrel, the old country store with locations in both Beckley and Princeton. Bill, you have the up-to-date official numbers.
Just for the moment here, Tech is just red hot. They've hit 8 out of 10 shots here in the second half. 80% obviously, and for the game 62%. Meantime, Midway's no slouch. Here in the second half, they have gone 5 of 6 for 83%, and for the game 55%.
Well, Bill, that's what I was saying. You're looking at Tech. They've made 8 out of 10, and they're still 2 points behind.
Yeah, that's right.
And as we come out of the timeout, it'll be Van Hook at the free throw line for the Midway Eagles to shoot a pair. 14:52 remaining. Is it too early to say regulation? Or should I just say the second half?
It may come down to that.
Actually, I thought there was going to be free throws. I beg your pardon. It was on the floor. So it'll be 20 to shoot as the ball comes in to Keaton. Miguel Shaw with it. He's made 4 3 balls in the game. Now he might be too close, but he gets the roll. You know, usually when you're knocking down all these threes, you get inside the arc, and sometimes you're not able to knock it down, but that time Shaw able to do it to extend the lead to 4.
14 off the bench for Shaw.
He's played very well. Here's Martin with it. 15 to shoot. Martin whips a pass to Seams. Down low, Haley with a dunk. Haley to the front of the rim to slam it home.
23.
Yes, what a great game he's had. Sincere Edwards into the ball game for Tech. Here's a drive with the left hand. A nice play that time by Wales, able to get to the basket and score. And that's one thing, you know, Bill, throughout, especially here in the second half, the reason Midway shot the ball so well, they've been able to get right to the rim. Craven will dial it up for 3. It's short. The rebound's Henry. Midway running, flashing right to the basket. Once again, right to the rim and a layup by Wells. And I'll tell you what, Bill, if Tech doesn't do a better job on the defensive floor, they're not winning this game because Midway's able to get right to the rim most of this second half.
Tech looks a little gassed.
Biggest lead has been 10. The lead 6 now for Midway. Here's Seams. Pass to Haley. Does what he does. Slam dunk. And one thing, the Midway Eagles have had no answer for Thomas Haley here tonight. Drive right to the lane. The shot swatted by Haley, the rim protector.
Well, he's everywhere.
Yeah, he's doing it on both ends of the floor. Here's Seams in the front court to Martin. Martin loses it, picks it up, got bumped. And that's going to be the 5th team foul against Midway with 12:59 left here in the second half.
Yeah, Darren Martin took a hip and got him sprawled on the court. He says he's okay.
Cole Chapman will check back in to the Golden Bears scheme of things. Tech 11-4, Midway 4-8.
By the way, if you've not heard, Braden Chapman, the team's leading scorer for Tech, broke his hand. It's a shooting hand, so he's not available.
And we got a foul. And with that foul being called on Midway, and that foul goes against Van Hook, Bill, that's 16 fouls. So on the next foul, Tech will be shooting the rest of the way with 12:57 left in the game.
And Tech's a good foul shooting team.
Well, they got to take advantage of it now. They got to be aggressive and attack the basket as they inbound the ball with 20 to shoot. Here's Haley with it. Haley's definitely been aggressive. Finds Martin. Martin on a drive, little floater on the left baseline. He left it short. And Shaw gets the rebound for Midway. Shaw will 3-ball. That's his first miss from downtown as Haley gets the rebound. A lot of contact, no whistle on that rebound. Back the other way, here's Chapman with it. Seams on the baseline, into the lane. They cut him off. Back door. Chapman has the ball stripped, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Tech with 15 to shoot.
Just looking at that new scoreboard, Maris, there are no 3 digits on either side for the score. We might wind up with 100 points for each team.
Swift will check back into the ball game. He played in the first half for Midway. Seams will put it in play. Like I said, Tech's got 15 to shoot. Goes to Edwards in the corner. He puts it on the deck, gets into the lane. Finds Adam Seams. Seams on the drive. Little 6-footer left of the lane. Needs a roll. Won't get it. Battle for the loose ball. And there's Edwards to clean it up and put it back in for Tech. Sincere Edwards on the putback. 12-minute mark of the game, 2-point game.
7 points for Edwards off the bench.
Here's a drive down the lane. Here's Miguel Shaw for 3. Got it. That's his 5th 3-ball of the game.
Wow.
And all this off the bench too, Bill.
Wow.
Martin will try to answer for 3. He does. Right back at you. But Martin and Haley, Bill Wright, have been the 1-2 punch scoring for the Golden Bears here tonight. Van Hook. Here's Swift. He loses it, gets it back. 14 to shoot. Brown had a hot hand in the first half. He'll dial it up for 3. In and out, no good. Edwards with the rebound. Tech with a chance to tie or regain the lead with a 3. Martin off the dribble, gets the ball in low. Haley, around the horn they go. Edwards on the drive down the lane. He's stripped, and it'll be a jump ball. The arrow will turn it over to Midway with 10:57 left in the game.
Yeah, Maris, you were mentioning about Darren Martin and Thomas Haley having great offensive games. The two of them combined have scored 43 of the 66 Tech points.
DeCorio Smith checks back into the ball game for the Midway Eagles. The ball will come into Wales. But like I said, if Tech is going to pull this game out, they've really got to dig down here on this end of the floor, the defensive end. Here's Swift on a drive. Good defense by Chapman, tough shot by Swift, just better offense. Looked like Chapman played pretty good defense, but Swift able to muscle it up and in for the hoop. Haley with it. Martin, they go with a 2-man game off a screen. Here's Haley into the lane. He'll draw the foul, and that's free throw time because Midway over the limit. With 10:21 remaining in the ball game, Bill, every foul now will put Tech at the free throw line. And Haley will step up there to shoot the 1-and-1.
He scored 25 so far, 3 out of 4 foul shooting for the 6'7" junior for WVU Tech. Thomas Haley, just a magnificent basketball player.
DeCorio Smith will pick up his 3rd personal foul. And as we mentioned, Midway over the limit. So now can Tech knock down some free throws? It'll be 1-and-1 time. Free throw is good. So now Haley will get the bonus opportunity. Well, there's still a long way to go in this one. 10:21 for the game. Second free throw is no good, 1 of 2. So he made the first one. He misses the bonus shot. And Midway with the ball and up 3. Coming up on the halfway point of the second half. Drive right to the basket. What do we got? A turnover as there's traveling. As that time I thought Wales got going a little too fast.
Each team with 6 turnovers. Well played.
And as soon as you say that,
whoops,
it never fails, right, Bill? It never fails. Each team turnovers. Whoops, there you go. So when I see Adam Seams, I'm gonna credit that turnover to Bill O'Brien.
Oh my gosh, sorry about that.
And not only a turnover and a foul.
Yeah, ouch.
Yeah, that's like a double ouch. If you're Tech, as Wales will get to the line to shoot a pair.
And that's the 3rd foul on Seams.
So Wales at the line, he'll shoot 2. You know, with this hot shooting, you would think it might warm up this building, but you and I were discussing as the first free throw was good, that it's not just you that's cold. It is very cold in this building, but yet the hot shooting has been good as Seams will check out with those 3 fouls.
Wales looking for his 10th point. 6-foot junior.
Made the first. Second free throw on its way, and he got them both. So the halfway point here of the second half as Edwards gets the ball into the front court. Martin backs out. 3 ball on its way. Good. Martin delivers a 3 ball.
It's his third tray. 21 total points.
And Brown, he's got it now. Somebody better get on him because he's really had the hot hand from downtown for the Eagles. Spinning into the lane. Here's Shaw. He's had the hot hand, and that one won't go. Edwards clears the rebound. Tech with an opportunity to tie or regain the lead. They want to go Haley in the post. They do. Haley spins, little jump hook. It won't go. Battle for the rebound, and what do we got? We got a foul. And I think they're going to call it on Midway. And if they do, that'll get a 95% free throw shooter in Martin to the line for the WVU Golden Bear Tech.
Yeah, Martin, who is one of the shortest players on the floor, showed no fear going after the rebound.
We got a timeout on the floor with 9:13 remaining here in the second half. 2 points is the lead, and out of this break, it'll be a couple of free throws, and we'll take a quick break and be right back here on Video Productions.
It's 4th down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but Brian moves! A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it.
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
And we are back now at the Dave Barksdale Court in Beckley as we're just about done with this timeout. We'd like to remind you that the team at Affinity Coal in Sophia is hiring. They operate an underground metallurgical coal mine, on-site prep plant in Sophia, and a surface mine with a highwall miner near Helen. Check them out at United Coal Company on the web, United Coal Company.
And Bill, one thing that we have to let our viewers know that during that timeout, the officials came over to check whether a shot was a 2 or a 3. So the score was originally 72-70, but that last 3 by Martin is now a 2, not a 3. So that made the score 72-69. With that free throw made by Martin now makes it 72-70. So that's why there's a difference in the score, and that's one thing that the conference offers with our video, able to come back and watch what they thought was a 3 now was changed to a 2 as the free throws made. And what did the official say? He should wear a 11 and
yeah.
He should wear
size 11.
A size 11 instead of 11 and a half,
that's what
right?
He said, yeah.
Yes.
And of course, you were in the shoe business all those years. You know.
Right. All right, so it's a 1-point game now. Midway in front. They've led by as many as 10. Here's Shaw on the drive. Stops on a dime. Thought he was fouled. Puts a shot up and kisses in off the glass.
Wow.
Tough shot by Shaw. He thought he was fouled, no whistle, and he was able to score through the contact and maintain a 3-point advantage for the Eagles. Martin, a 3 ball for the tie, won't go. And clearing the rebound will be Henry for the Eagles. Back the other way, spin move into the lane. It's blocked. That time that was Wales trying to attack the basket. And here's Sincere Edwards with it. And Edwards gets fouled, and he'll get to the line. And, Bill, that's now the 9th foul. So we're at the 8-19 mark. So every foul by Midway from this point on will be 2 shots and not the 1-and-1 as the foul's really starting to mount up.
Yeah, really. And I'm looking down, that's the 3rd foul on Wales.
So it'll be Sincere Edwards at the free throw line, 1-and-1. And like I said, from this point on, every foul will be the double bonus that Midway commits. Free throw is no good. So he misses the front end of the 1-and-1. And coming up on the 8-minute mark of the game, Midway with the ball in a 3-point lead. Here's Brown with it. Brown shaking and baking, attacks the basket, spins into the lane. Tough turnaround shot. It's short, and Edwards with the rebound for Tech.
A lot of white shirts there to rebound.
That was a tough shot. Brown was spinning every which way. Chapman to the basket, puts it up. It doesn't go. Keaton clears the rebound for Midway. Here's Brown with it. There's a shot, tack the basket, good, up and in with the left hand by Henry. Haley thought about the three. That's not really his game. His game is on the driver, backing you down in the paint. They try to get the ball down low, ball's knocked free. Chapman has it, 15 to shoot for Tech. Now Haley, here's his game in the low block. They double team. Danzer will dial it up for three, in and out, no good. Fields has the rebound. Nice play by Sincere Fields. New clock at 20. Martin on the drive into the lane with the left hand. He left it short. Good drive, he just couldn't finish. And coming out there with the rebound is Van Hook for the Midway Eagles.
Getting down to where it's the interesting part of the game. Got to get points now.
Brown will dial it up for three. He heard you, Bill. Points now, and Brown dials up a three ball.
That is his fourth long ball tonight off the bench.
And Tech wants a timeout with 6.5 to go in the game, and the lead back to 8. It has been as many as 10 for Midway, and they lead by 8 now. 6:29 remaining here in the second half. We'll take a break here on Video Productions.
Wow.
So
you know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton. Or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
tonight's game brought to you in part by Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel, the old country store. Locations in Beckley and Princeton. That's where I had my pregame meal. Delicious food from the good people at Cracker Barrel. All right, Bill, 6.5 to go. Tech down 8, and Haley will inbound the ball.
It's a big, big possession for the Golden Bears. 18
to shoot for Tech. Trying to get the ball to Haley in the post, and they turn it over. And as soon as you say that, Bill, you're right. It was a big possession, and they turn it over. Here's Brown. He'll tack the basket. He'll lay it up and in. Nice finish by Brown, and now it's a 10-point advantage. This equals the largest lead of the game for the Midway Eagles.
He scored 21, Brown, off the bench.
Here's Haley. He'll dial it up straight away, back iron, and like I said, that's not really his game. His game is down in the lane in the post, back the other way, on the run. Ball comes right to Shaw. He'll pass the ball back out, 20 to shoot, and reset the offense.
This is the danger part of the game for Tech.
Yeah, we're under 6 for the game. 15 to shoot. They get the ball down to Shaw, down low, spins in, hands the ball to Brown. He'll finish it with the left hand. And now the biggest lead of the game right here. And right now it's a 9-0 run by the Midway Eagles as Martin into the lane who scores. But Tech's got to get stops. And, you know, it's 9 team fouls on Midway, only 3 team fouls on Tech. So if you're beat off the dribble, you probably got to reach out and foul, which Tech's been beat off the dribble a lot in this game, just like that.
He could have gone in for a layup.
But that's how they play. Instead of going in for the 2, they throw it out to Shaw, and he drains the 3. Why get 2 if you can get 3, right?
Oh, my gosh.
That's just how they play today. Biggest lead of the game right here at 13.
And he's got 19 off the bench.
Off the bench, and here's a steal. Here's Midway.
Oh,
Nice pass behind the back end. Keaton lays it in. And now Midway, under 5 minutes, have opened up a 15-point advantage. Wow.
They got 5 in double figures. Wow.
And right now, Bill, it's a 16-2 run by Midway. 4.5 to go. Haley into the lane. Danzer will dial it up for 3 and hit a big 3 ball by Danzer.
Only his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, like I said, Tech has got only committed 3 team fouls. And you get beat off the dribble, which has happened a lot in this second half, you got to commit a foul. Brown's had a hot hand. Keaton in the low post. Backs down. A lot of contact. Up and under. Lost the ball. Got it back, and now it's stolen away. Under 4 for the game. And why Midway would foul. And not only would they foul, Bill, they fouled a 95% free throw shooter, and it's double bonus because that was an intentional foul. As I'm not sure that Midway, that the young man for Tech there, Miguel Shaw, knew that.
Or for the Eagles, yeah.
Oh, yes.
14, yeah.
Well, Midway.
Yeah.
So there's a timeout on the floor with 3:58 left in the game. It's 88-76. And the officials are gathering. We'll take a quick break and be right back here on Video Productions.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckman. We won't be beat.
It's 4th down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but moves! Incredible! A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it!
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
The shooting, we just got the official stats up to the moment. Both teams shooting 58% from the floor, so not a lot of defense going on, Maris.
Well, Bill, when you shoot the ball, as Midway has done from downtown, that's what I circled when I got the numbers. 13 of 22 from downtown. Tech just 5 of 12 downtown. But Tech's got to the line 14 times, and out of this timeout, they're going to get their 15th and 16th free throws, as Tech will have a 95% shooter in Martin to the line. But only 5 trips to the line by Midway, they've made 3. So we're under 4 minutes, 3:58 for regulation. And we're still, Tech can still pull this out, but they got to hit these 2 free throws here. But you got to feel confident if you're Coach George Wilmer that you got a 95% free throw shooter, and that if Martin can knock it down, you can get it to 70 to 88 to.
It'd be a 10-point deficit. Yeah. Martin so far has made 6 for 6 foul shooting and has 24 points. So he and Haley have really had terrific games. 24 for Martin, 26 for Haley.
And now Martin makes it 25 points as he makes the first of 2. Midway's biggest lead is 15. Been cut to 11 now. Martin trying to cut it to 12.
To
or
10.
actually 10. Yeah, where's my math at, Bill? It's 11 now. What am I saying?
Now it's 10.
Now it is 10. I beg your pardon.
We got so many numbers going on.
Yeah.
Pepsi is proud.
And once again, as I mentioned before, Tech has only committed 3 team fouls, so they can be aggressive. There's Brown with it, and he'll throw it away. That's going to be back across the midcourt stripe. So there's the first, if you're Tech, there's the first step of a comeback. You got to get a stop. Tech was down 15 a minute ago. They've scored the last 5. So they've scored 5 in a row to cut the lead to 10.
That's only the 8th turnover against Midway.
And the ball with Tech, 20 to shoot. Haley down low. They double team him. He's in trouble out to Craven. He'll dial up a 3 and hit.
That was a huge bucket. He's got 2 long balls to his credit tonight, Craven.
And it's an 8-0 Tech run. And now there's a foul by Sincere Fields. But you don't mind that foul because, like I said, it's on the drive. It's only the 4th team foul as we watch this last 3 ball. Craven spots it up, knocks it down.
Yeah, 25-footer.
So 24 to shoot, side out for Midway. Brown will put it in play. Checking back into the ball game will be DeCorio Smith. So Smith will check in, and Robbie Henry will check out for Midway. Brown puts it in play, and he'll get the ball in to Van Hook. 20 to shoot. Big possession here with 3:15 left in the game. And a 7-point advantage for Midway. Tech currently on an 8-0 run. Keaton in the low post, spins into the lane. Here's an open three, good. A three ball is knocked down by Smith.
Smith fresh off the bench, and that is his third tray of the night.
And like I said, you look here at Tech, you still got under 3 minutes, and they've given up 91. They double team Haley. Edwards will dial up a three, not close. They're not going to let Haley beat them down low, and they're going to take their chances because Tech has not shot the three ball that well in this game. So 2.5 to go, 10-point lead in the ball. Midway is led by as many as 15. Tech in jeopardy of losing their first home game. And there's a steal. Danzer comes up with it. Here's Martin. You don't want to foul him, and they just did that. And if you're Brown, I think if you're talking about Coach Scott, the one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to foul, but you definitely don't want to foul Martin. He's a 95% free throw shooter. And Tech with an opportunity now, Bill, to score here with the clock stopped, as Cole Chapman will check in after this first free throw by Martin.
Martin has made 8 out of 8 foul shooting and 26 points.
After our wrap-up show, as Martin misses, Bill, there you did it
My
again.
bad.
You jinxed him. As Adam Seams will check in. We'll have a women's game that will tip at approximately 7:30, maybe a little later since it's 7 o'clock right now. Bill O'Brien and Mark Montgomery will have all the play-by-play action for you. So Martin will shoot the back end of the two-shot opportunity. That was his first miss of the night. Second free throw on its way, and it's good. He makes one of two to cut the 10-point lead to 9. And a timeout by Midway with 2:17 remaining in regulation. And it's a 9-point game, Bill, 91-82. We'll keep it here. Let you know that got a lot of more exciting basketball coming up here on Video Productions, like we mentioned. Right after this game, it'll be the women's contest between these two teams. Then on Thursday, Bill, you and I will be at Shady High School for Beckley and Shady for the boys' high school game. We're told that the tip is 7:30. I do believe it is. I'll double-check that, but I do believe the tip is at 7:30. On Friday night, it'll be Wayne and Beckley in a girls' game at Beckley, the first time those teams have ever played. Eric Thomas will join me for that. And then back in this building on Saturday, Bill, it'll be a rivalry renewed between Greenbrier East and Beckley in boys' basketball.
Well, we got plenty going on, and let's hope the weather cooperates.
Well, hopefully we've had the worst of the weather, what we got last week of the 30 games we were supposed to have in this building at the New River CTC. We only got 3 of them in.
Yeah, wow.
So hopefully the worst of that is behind us. All right, out of the timeout, 2:17 for the game. Full court pressure by Tech. Tech's only committed 4 team fouls. As now get the ball to Brown. And they turn it over. And, here's what I don't understand. That time is going so fast as Smith. Why in such a hurry? You break the pressure. Don't you want to just hold the ball and run a little clock?
I don't think they know how to do that.
Well, you're right. I think the new style basketball, they don't, as they put Craven in for offense, take Chapman out for his defense. Craven, a good three-point shooter. And here's Martin. He could attack because every foul is 2 shots. Martin's a 95%er as he goes down the lane and scores. 7-point game, under 2.
29 points for Martin.
They break the pressure. Now they slow it down, which they should do if you're Midway. Van Hook with it. 18 to shoot. They should run clock. The Tech doesn't want to get too deep in the clock and foul. You don't want to foul now because you're coming to 10 on the shot clock. If you're going to foul, you foul way early in the clock. 7 on the clock. Van Hook on the drive. Gets the ball down to Shaw. They've got to put it up. He does just ahead of the shot clock, and he banked it. Are you kidding me? He banked that in. It's like, excuse me, an accident. And when it's going right, it's going right.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Martin. Craven on the drive into the lane. Danzer for 3. Too strong. Battle for the rebound. Shaw comes out of there with it. And now there's a foul by Danzer. That's only the 5th team foul. So they got to foul a couple more times. Well, look at this shot. Look at this, Bill. Are you kidding me? Huh?
Off balance?
Off balance, banked it in. So I guess that's living right.
Oh, man. playing on the road.
Yep.
And Midway in with a 4-8 record, 1-2 in the conference. In fact, that's what Coach Scott was saying. Hey, we're interested in the conference record.
And there's the 6th-team foul. So Tech will have to foul one more time with 1:04 left in the game, 93-84. But if Tech's not able, and it doesn't look like they are, Bill, able to rally to win this game, it's not anything they did or didn't do on the offensive end. It's what they didn't do on the defensive end, get stops.
That's it. Third foul, by the way, on Craven.
I mean, Midway has shot the ball really good because of the looks they got. Like right here's going to be an easy layup, and a good thing they fouled before that easy layup, and that's free throw time with 1:01 left in the game.
Well, and the other thing, too, Maris, is their bench scoring. Miguel Shaw and Brown have come in both over 20 points off the bench.
As Smith will step up to the line, 1-and-1 time. But if you're Tech, and they had 40 at halftime, and they got 84 now, in most cases, and I think you would agree, Bill, most cases 84 plus
is enough to win.
Is enough to win, and really on any college level. But as the free throw is good for Smith, and he'll get the bonus opportunity, you've given up 94. That is a recipe to be in the L column.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to win many games giving up 94 unless you're playing like multiple overtimes. Second free throw is good. Both of them are there. 95-84 the lead in the final minute. And Tech is on the verge of losing their first home game as Martin will dial it up. And that's a three, and it's good.
Yeah, he's had an incredible game.
Yes, he has.
Darren Martin.
For all the points he's had, and how many does he have as he makes this last three?
Close to 30.
He's got 30?
Yeah.
He actually looked like his toe was on the line if you watch the replay there. But he would trade in probably half of those points for the W.
32.
32.
Mm-hmm.
Smith back at the line, and he'll shoot the 1-and-1 with 52.5 seconds remaining in regulation. And the free throw is good.
He is at 4 out of 5 at the foul line. DeCorio Smith.
And they got 96. I'm just curious if there is. It doesn't look like, as you said earlier, Beer, there's a third digit on this brand new scoreboard. Smith's second free throw, the back end of the 1-and-1 is good. 97-87, a 10-point lead, final 50 seconds. Martin around the screen. You don't want to foul him as he lays it in with the left hand, and a Tech timeout. So with 44 seconds left, we've got a 30-second timeout. Did I tell you I don't like 30-second timeouts? How many times have I said that? Have I said it enough?
I'm not sure. I don't think I was listening.
Well, that got a smile out of our producer and director, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins. He's probably tired of hearing me say it.
And look, they've even got number 30 there, that Seams number.
Yeah.
He's saying he's just standing there because you hate 30s.
I don't hate 30s. I hate 30s. No, I don't hate 30s because he's a fine young man and a fine player.
They're just emphasizing. You're talking about 30-second commercials, and he's got his number
Not
30
commercials.
right there.
No, I like 30-second commercials
Yeah.
because we got to pay the bills.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about 30-second timeouts. Just scrap them and just go to full timeouts.
Whatever you say, partner.
Do you agree or disagree?
Sure. I feel strongly both ways.
Well, no, you can have a take on that.
I agree with you.
Okay. And that's okay if you disagree.
And if you're a player, if you're a coach, you want the extra time.
Well,
anyway,
back to basketball.
We got a women's game coming up.
Yes.
It should tip off at 7:30. It's not.
No,
but we'll have it.
It'll be a little after that because it's 7:08 local time here.
Yeah.
Ball comes in, and we've got a foul, and that's the 19th foul. We'll walk the length of the floor for 1-and-1. So this will be the last time that it'll be a 1-and-1 after this. All Tech fouls. It'll be a two-shot opportunity for Midway. But, give Midway a lot of credit. They were behind most of that first half till about the last 5.5 minutes of the first half. They flipped the script on Tech, and they took an 8-point lead into the locker room, 48-40. But Tech battled back into the second half, and Tech able to get it. It was 72. Well, they got it to 72-71 at one point, and then Midway got on a nice run, and Midway got on a 16-2 run. And that put the game away as the first free throw was good for their 98th point.
12 for Nick Keaton, the freshman, 6'4".
And the second free throw, 99 on the board. for Midway, 99-89. Final 35 seconds. Craven will dial it up for three. It's off, and it's out of bounds, and it will stay with Tech with 32.7 remaining here in regulation. So, Bill, this means that this is the first time you and I have seen Tech lose. First time they've lost in this building this year.
I guess so, yeah.
Tech's going to go to 11-5. And 5-8 for Midway is here is Danzer. They'll just let him go, lay it up and in. Make it 99-91, and if they foul, which they will, Keaton, here's a chance, Bill, to hit the century mark for Midway, and we'll see, because I'm with you as I'm looking at the scoreboard. It does not look like there's room for but I'm told by the heavy hitter that they'll squeeze it in. They'll make room. He said they'll make room for a third digit, Bill.
Whatever Nick
Nick says.
Yeah.
He's the guy. He's the heavy hitter. Hey, we don't tread lightly. I didn't give him that nickname for nothing. If you're the heavy hitter, you are the heavy hitter. As the free throw is no good. We're probably never going to find out because Keaton's probably going to miss him.
Well, he's 2 out of 3 foul shooting. Nick is one of Keaton.
Keaton's
one of 5
free
double
throw
figures.
is
there
good.
It is.
Do they have room for 100? We'll see. I don't see it yet.
There
yes,
it
they
is.
do.
They do.
Nick at night. He's always correct. As Martin scores again.
36 for Martin.
100-93.
Well, they did squeeze that in.
Yes, they did, because the heavy hitter said they would, 19.5. But, Bill, now that it is a 7-point game, 19 and a half seconds, like when do you just wave the white flag and when do you quit fouling? I mean, if he misses here, then I get it. You can come down and maybe attempt a 3-ball, but if he makes both of these.
This is his first chance foul shooting tonight.
Career high for the young man Martin for Tech here this afternoon into the evening. Free throws good, 101-93.
21 for Brown.
And that's off the bench.
Yeah.
He's played really well.
Lucky 13 for him.
Shaw has played well off the bench. Second free throw is good, 102-93. Final 15 seconds, and I think if they're going to let Haley go, I don't think you'd foul, and I don't understand why Midway would foul Haley. No idea. Players today are very, very talented. And maybe as a whole, maybe more talented than what they used to be, especially when you talk about size and quickness and the way they play with threes. But it doesn't seem like the overall basketball IQ is as high today as what it used to be, because there was no need to foul Haley there, put him at the line, and the free throw's no good. He'll have another one coming. As Craven will check out, Chapman back in.
Haley, 26 points, 13 in each half, and he's made 4 out of 6.
Haley's second free throw is no good.
4 out of 8.
Battle for the rebound. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with Tech with 13 seconds left. And I get it. You want to play to the end, but there comes a time where, like if Tech can hit a 3 here and they bring Craven in because he is a 3-point shooter. Both Danzer and Craven on the floor are both the 3-point shooters. Comes into Haley. Hand it to Martin. Martin will drive. A little floater on the baseline. It won't go. Tipped out to Danzer. Final 5 seconds. That'll let Haley go. He puts up a short shot. No good. Battle for the rebound, and that'll do it. So Midway, the Eagles from Midway, Kentucky, come into the Raleigh County Convention Center, and they hand Tech their first home loss of the season. The final score is 102-93 in favor of Midway. With the win, the Midway Eagles, they go to 5-8 overall, and Tech will drop to 11-5. We'll take a quick break, have a quick wrap-up show here in the Pioneer Community Bank post-game show, and we'll be right back here on Video Productions.
They're not the biggest, but with over 100 locations across West Virginia, chances are there's a little general store near you. With brand name gas and food you know and trust, and an assortment of snacks and comforts that make you feel at home wherever you are. So as you make your way to family dinners and football games around the fire, wherever your destination, we'll get you home for the holidays.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton. Or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
It's fourth down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole up the middle. Clear, nothing but
Brian moves!
incredible. A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it.
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
The 2025 New River CTC Invitational is back and bigger than ever with over 30 high school and college basketball teams. And we want you to be a part of it. Sponsorship opportunities are now available for the 7th annual New River CTC Invitational. From Bridgeport to Beckley, Martinsburg to Shady Springs.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. Final score in the ball game. In this men's game, it is Midway. The Eagles, they defeat the W Tech Golden Bears 102-93. Midway is now 5-8 on the year. Tech falls to 11-5. We'll go inside the numbers, and inside the numbers brought to you by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. Love to have me an ice cold Pepsi. And for the individual and team totals, here's Bill.
Okay, thanks very much. These are official. 5 in double figures for the visitors from Kentucky, led by Miguel Shaw, who scored 24. Krishan Brown had 22 points. DeCorio Smith with 20. Nick Keaton had 14. Amari Wales had 10. 4 points each for Van Hook, Henry, and Swift. Individually for WVU Tech, they were led by Darren Martin, who had 36 points tonight, obviously a career high. He had 12 of 19 from the floor and 3 of 4 from long range, 9 of 10 foul shooting, 36 for Darren Martin. Thomas Haley had 26 points, 13 in each half. 10 points for Dancer, 6 points for Craven. Chapman had 2. Edwards off the bench with 7. Jop had 4. Seams had 2 points. Team totals, and Maris, you've said this all night long, and it's true. Midway from downtown, they hit 14 of 23. That's 61% from long range. For the game, they were 59.5%. And from the foul line, 12 of 15. That's 80%. For WVU Tech, hey, that's a nice game. 57% shooting from the floor. But they were 7 of 17 from downtown. That's 41%. And 14 of 20. That's 70% from the foul line. And the bench, get this, Midway got 50 points from their bench. Tech had 13 points.
That's like almost half of their points. At 102, they got 50 off the bench. Amazing.
There you go.
All right, that'll do it for the men's game. And we got the women's game coming up. Bill, you will have the play-by-play. Mark Montgomery, the color. And we're looking at, it's 7:17 local time. You guys will come on the air about 7:22, 7:23, and tip about 7:40. So we'll wrap this men's game up. Final score, Midway over Tech, 102-93. For Bill O'Brien, for Jackie Moon on camera, for the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, I'll say my goodbyes, and we'll get you ready for the women's game coming up next on Video Productions.